Hi, hello, welcome to this update for Africa. So let's see what's happening because today this video will be quick, but we just want to give a heads up on what's happening. So we'll try to uh, inform everyone here as quickly as possible, but let's see. First, the rainfall in Africa shows more showers there, and the remnants of Cyclone Chido in Mozambique and Malawi. So be careful in Malawi, still in Mozambique. So some heavy rain from Monday tomorrow into Tuesday shows more scattered showers and storms in Democratic Republic of Congo, in Angola, and those areas in Gabon. Wednesday. So let's see uh, everything here. So it shows you like those tropical downpours down there. Also in South Africa, those showers and storms. So be aware, especially in the afternoon in Eswatini and some areas there. Shows also in the Mediterranean, some stuff in Libya, some showers in northern Libya there, and shows like Western Libya, some stuff as well. Next Wednesday we have more concerning situation near Lesotho and South Africa, more showers and storms there, and also in Botswana and some areas there. Shows more showers and storms. Shows those tropical downpours in Angola. This already the 18th, the 19th shows more in Mozambique and South Africa. Some heavier showers there still. So yeah, be careful until Christmas. Shows more of those tropical downpours central southern Africa, and let's see, the GFS shows also the remnants of Chido passing by Malawi and Mozambique. So be careful very late today from early tomorrow Monday in Malawi and those areas. Shows more heavier showers and storms in like uh, Congo, Angola, Gambia, not Gambia, but like Gabon, sorry, in those areas. Next month, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, still some tropical downpours near Angola, parts of the Democratic Republic of Congo. And Wednesday shows also the cold front in South Africa and Lesotho, with more storms, shows more there. This goes, still some tropical downpours in Tanzania, and not more like Democratic Republic of Congo, more those areas there. So be careful. Shows more there like Zimbabwe, Mozambique, some more, and also shows on the 24th in Madagascar, but that's too far already. This forecast changes a lot. The icon shows to Monday at the 16th tomorrow, more storms in South Africa in the afternoon. We are in Eswatini and Lesotho too. We are Central Africa, those scarce tropical downpours there, and Libya, northwestern Egypt, some rain there, and yeah, so be aware, those areas, the storm just give you like more sense here with the accumulation. Until next Friday, the icon shows close to 100 millimeters in Eswatini, in like South Africa, but basically eastern South Africa is wet and the west is dry. So shows some more storms in Lesotho as well. So be aware Wednesday and Thursday, especially eastern South Africa, and shows more there like in the Democratic Republic of Congo, close to 100 millimeters. In Angola, those tropical downpours. In the Seychelles, shows the average like 49 millimeters. The Seychelles, a shower or storm or two near Madagascar and the Comoros. And the cyclone passed there like very strong and devastated Mayotte and some areas. So praying for everyone there. It shows more tropical downpours in Tanzania, Democratic Republic of Congo, in those areas. Just to give you an example of a tropical downpour, you can check the satellite here, and you see those very dark, tall clouds in the lightning there. So those storms can have some very heavy rain and the danger of lightning and some gusty winds. So be careful, those tropical downpours scared there. And here shows more there, and the European shows more than 100 200 millimeters in parts of South Africa and Botswana. That's too much in some spots, I think, but just be careful there. You never know those storms. Zimbabwe shows more has more than 100 meters from the ends of Chile and Malawi, so beware Mozambique as well, Zambia, and yeah, Angola shows more too, so beware there. Democratic Republic of the Congo shows more there in Gabon, so yeah, just be careful those showers and storms, and let the GFS, the accumulation is way less than the European. The icon does have some 70 millimeters in parts of South Africa, Swatini, especially from Wednesday. Shows more in Tanzania. In Angola, it's close to 100 millimeters. Congo, Brazzaville, Gabon. So yeah, be careful those tropical downpours. And always remember to stay safe from flooding when those heavy rains come. For example, an area like this of heavy rain, be careful with flooding danger. And let's see. Now the wind, so wind potential, be aware that this might change. It's just a simple forecast. This might change because these models are uh, very like changing all the time, but still shows Sahara Gulf northern Mozambique, from Chile there, more South Africa and Namibia, and kind of breezy some other areas, and near Madagascar, some areas, but nothing crazy. And the big system near the Azores and Canary Islands, some Hargus there now, and kind of breezy near southern Morocco, some areas, but nothing that crazy. Shows Sunday to Monday, still beware Malawi and Mozambique, shows some Hargus there from the system. The Europeans like 100 km per gust there. The GFS less than 30, and the icon just 50 km per gust. There's a big difference in the model there. The models they show some breezy conditions near northern Somalia too, and central Algeria and those areas. So be aware. Monday to Tuesday shows more there, like breezy conditions in southern Morocco and Algeria and more Mauritania. So be aware. Nigeria and some areas there. Shows like Tuesday to Wednesday, still kind of breezy in northern Niger and Algeria, and already shows on Wednesdays a little bit higher gusts near South Africa, some areas on Namibia, and then this goes, but uh, earlier earlier on Wednesday we didn't see here like near Cape Town, but especially southern Botswana, a little bit breezy for most of parts of South Africa and Namibia. Shows here some Wednesday to Thursday, the Hargas in the afternoon in Chad, so BBO in Chad, Northern Niger, some areas there Thursday into Friday, shows more there in South Africa Friday on the 20th, so be aware. And here shows like on Saturday, the 21st, some more South Africa, kind of breezy, but this is kind of too far. As you go farther out in time, the models get less reliable, but just be aware, some main spots for wind, like I would say this week throughout Algeria, Morocco's, Mauritania, especially Tuesday, northern Chad and Niger as well. Expect a little bit higher gusts this week. Northern Somalia, spot or two of South Sudan on Tuesday, and more Sunday, especially Wednesday near South Africa and Botswana. So be aware of the wind gusts. We will go into more detail about this, but tomorrow we'll be traveling for the whole day. We have to leave here 5 a.m. So we really have to sleep today. But I know this very quick. I want to talk more and inform people better, but better this than nothing. So please just be careful there. Now a recap on the temperatures, and here it's still very hot parts of South Central Africa, especially Mozambique. So let's start in the south. So shows still those very hot temperatures in the afternoon. So be careful. Mozambique close to 4 degrees, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Botswana, and some areas. So this goes Monday, Tuesday, shows still very hot in Mozambique. Be careful, some heat danger, and Botswana, Namibia, those areas. So be aware, some higher temperatures. And during some nights, a little bit chillier in some parts, close to like 10 degrees Namibia, 13 in Lesotho, maybe a little bit less. And so yeah, this goes in Madagascar, a little bit less in the highlands there, but it does show, let's see, southern Madagascar, some days be careful with the temperatures, because these models show like 42 degrees, 41 degrees, even to 43 some parts of southern Madagascar in most afternoons there, until like Friday or something. So be careful there. Still shows next Thursday afternoon, very hot in Mozambique and Madagascar. The maximum temperatures, southern Madagascar, like south central Mozambique. Be careful there in Namibia. So uh, be careful. Thursday into Friday shows a little bit less hot, like kind of mild or chilly near Lesotho and South Africa. But starting on the 20th shows the heat shifting back west towards central, western South Africa and Namibia. Still very hot in Madagascar, Mozambique. So very tropical temperatures for Central Africa, some 20s and 30s. And after December 21st, more heat southeastern Africa, because includes Namibia and those areas, and still Madagascar, even northern Madagascar on the 22nd, Mozambique and those areas. So be careful the heat, and warn others too. So, so let's see. Monday, the 16th shows more there, South Sudan, and those areas, Central Western Africa, still hot in some areas. So be aware, Southern Sudan as well. And then Monday, even during the night, remains hot in South Sudan. So be careful, some heat danger there, some heat stress. Shows Tuesday, they still hot there, South Sudan, Sudan, Ivory Coast, some areas there. But let's just keep this going. Wednesday in Somalia, Kenya, Ethiopia, except on the highlands, but western Ethiopia, it shows like 40 to 41 degrees in like South Sudan, western Ethiopia. So be aware. Wednesday, Thursday, still hot there. Central African Republic, pretty hot too, and some areas there. Sometimes during the night on the highlands, so even like to 4 degrees, the high elevations. So yeah, be aware. And some other areas further south, not as hot too. And here in the north, does show still those cold temperatures in Algeria, Morocco, and those areas, Libya too. So let's see, Monday tonight to tomorrow, because tomorrow's Monday, shows some -1, 0 degrees there. Morocco still quite chilly. Shows Tunisia and Algeria there. So be aware. So Monday, Tuesday, still those negative temperatures. Morocco and those areas, so -3. In Algeria, Libya, it's quite chilly some days. And yeah, Notre Dame to Mauritania, some 13 degrees or even less during the day, kind of hot in the south there. But at night, even southern Algeria, there's a spot there shows like -3 to -4 or something. So be aware. Wednesday morning, central northern Algeria and Morocco still pretty cold. Wednesday to Thursday still shows this cold, not cold, but like a little bit less hot, that diving down all the way to Nigeria, some 12 degrees in the middle of the night, and Algeria is still cold there. On the 19th, during the day, shows some spots like 21 degrees, it's possible. So there's like 14, 15 degrees in the south, still hot. So yeah, a little bit less cold during the day. Still on the 21st, kind of cold in some areas there of the north, and this kind of continues. But after the 22nd, 23rd, start having some more negative temperatures, the mountains of Morocco, and some snow there. So yeah, we'll check this too. So new snow until the 20th, that doesn't show anything, but until Christmas shows like some more snow in Morocco, some mountains there. And does show this the European, the GFS is kind of crazier, shows a bunch of snow, those mountains north central Morocco there. So yeah, be aware, but uh, no more snow in any other areas. So yeah, be aware. And now just again, the rainfall accumulation Northern Africa shows a finger or two in Eastern Sudan, a storm or two in Libya, shows that rain there. And yeah, beware northeastern Egypt. And this is the European, it shows those storms in Libya, even central Libya, some days there. This like Wednesday, some central Libya, Tuesday. So yeah, beware. But the GFS, the reaccumulation, has also some stuff in Libya and Egypt. So yeah, be careful, beware, and stay safe there. If you have any questions about specific areas there, please ask us in the comments, and we'll provide a better forecast. And once we settle down and everything before Christmas, we'll make some longer videos. So beware. But since our next video will be Tuesday, because tomorrow weekend, so let's just see real quick parts of Asia. So especially the Indian Ocean still shows some very heavy rain in parts of northeastern Malaysia and Thailand. So be careful with flooding there. Still some more flooding possible, and shows more there like in parts of Indonesia, Kalimantan, Malaysia, Central Malaysia. So beware in southeast, southwestern Java, so some heavier downpours, some more tropical downpours in Sumatra as well, so some heavy rain. Another example of a tropical downpour shows here, especially now in Thailand. So be careful; those can have some very heavy bursts of rain and flooding. And here still shows in the Philippines the disturbance there. Show like some 200 millimeters the European the next 5 days. Until Wednesday, just like some 70 millimeters. So it's not the end of the world, because this rain will fall within a period of 5 days, so it won't all fall in one day. But just be aware, it might be too much in some areas. So until Friday again, shows the next 5 days more some crazy areas in the Philippines, the European some crazy stuff. But the GFS is like much less. For example, just a normal accumulation. But the Europeans, most of the eastern Philippines, more than 100, 200 millimeters. Some stuff the northeastern Philippines as well. It still has some stuff in Vietnam, close to like 100, but a little bit less, but still some stuff there. Shows more like Western Guinea, some heavy downpours, Papua New Guinea, Indonesia. So be careful those tropical downpours there. Shows some in Taiwan, some showers the southern islands of Japan. Nothing that crazy there. In Japan, basically all of this will be snow, but some rain as well. So shows here at the snow the next 5 days. More those mountains of Japan there. Shows some in Tokyo 0.6, but like that's barely nothing, and more there in those mountains. So be aware. Shows more northwestern Japan. So be careful. So some avalanche danger, some snow there. So the Europeans more snow like happening now. This goes Sunday into Monday. Some more snow there still. This goes to even southern Japan on Tuesday, late Monday to Tuesday. So be aware in the mountains. Even more stuff later. This is like the 21st, shows a bigger city with rain and everything. Even some freezing rain spots. So we'll keep monitoring this. But this is like a week from now. It shows more snow later until Christmas. So be careful in those areas. And there's no accumulation. That there's also the GFS shows some similar amounts there. So even more in some areas. So be careful in Japan. Shows a finger or two in China, central China, and shows more like, as you can see now, this bigger front happening all the way from Russia to Afghanistan, with some snow there. So this Sunday, Monday, a finger to northwestern Mongolia, some more fronts of snow in Russia and Kazakhstan throughout the next week. Even like the 20th, the 19th, Kyrgyzstan and Uzbekistan, a little bit of snow, and more stuff in Russia later. So be aware. If we manage to find more time next week, we'll make some more precise forecast for Asia there. And so let's see. So be aware of that snow, and the snow accumulation does show like, if this manages to work here. So it shows those crazy amounts in Turkey and Georgia still next 5 days. So be careful. And also rain, so heavy rain might occur there. Central Turkey, more snow. Turkmenistan, some in Uzbekistan and Tajikistan, and those areas. Shows more western Russia and Kazakhstan, especially western Kazakhstan, central northern Russia, and those areas in the east there. Even a finger to central northern China, or a snow shower during the Koreas. So be aware, the rain accumulation there is a similar thing. And the temperatures, We will talk more precisely in some future videos, but still shows some very harsh temperatures in Russia. The wind chills must like less than -50, -40, so be careful. In Russia, in Japan, still those colder temperatures there, some 2 degrees in Tokyo, still cold in northern Japan, very cold there. In China, and not just central southern China, some even northern Vietnam, some 7 degrees, some negative temperatures central China there. So yeah, be aware. In India, also a little bit colder in Pakistan. India, some 8 degrees, the Himalayas very cold, and northern Nepal as well, and Bhutan shows most of Iran, eastern Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Iraq, some colder temperatures, negative temperatures, most of Iran, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan right now. So, but it's right now, so be careful. Into Monday, still cold there, some parts of central China, in most of Afghanistan, parts of Pakistan and Iran. In Japan, still cold. Those areas are like Tuesday night, northern China and Russia, so very harsh temperatures, and eastern Russia there, and also some other parts of central Russia. So be careful. Tuesday to Wednesday, still cold there, and shows like so let's see, Thursday the 19th is still in central China, most of northern China, Russia, Mongolia, some harsh temperatures as well. Kazakhstan, this goes there, and a little bit warmer in some areas like in India, western India especially, a little bit warmer. Southern Myanmar, Cambodia, a little bit warmer still, but northern India, alright, chillier in some areas there. So be careful, those temperatures. Wind, let's see what's happening. We won't dive too deep. So meanwhile, we have some crazy systems in Europe that we talked about in the last video. So if you want a more detail, we rewatch that. But the forecast changes every day, so there are some more details changed. Monday, tomorrow, some higher winds in Eastern Europe, in like Norway, some areas. And then be careful, still in Asia, they're in Tibet, some very high winds in Tibet, especially during the afternoons. So be careful, slightly gusty to central Russia, Kazakhstan, and especially Georgia, Turkey, as those systems move in. Tuesday, Wednesday, more in Turkey and the Caucasus. Be careful there. The Caspian Sea on Thursday still continues in Tibet, Sahara gusts. Later on, even some specific spots in the Gobi Desert. So yeah, and Japan, Taiwan, and the Philippines, a little bit bumpy the seas near Taiwan and China, but there'll be some season like Wednesday in Japan, the Southern Island especially some higher gusts, and this goes in some areas there. So be aware in Japan, the Koreas after the 22nd shows some crazy stuff as well. So be careful in those areas. And now a quick look for Oceania. So does show still has some things there, a little bit gusty in some parts of Australia on the 17th, New Zealand, northern New Zealand there, and more stuff later. For even southern Australia, quite breezy on the 20th. So yeah, be aware, but we'll dive deeper into this in some future forecasts. But still some tremendous heat wave, talk about it like 3 days ago, the video there. So be careful, and still like this model like very nuts, some 45 degrees there. So but the heat wave is not the model, because it's actually 45 degrees there. So be careful, and I don't know if these high precise models have some temperatures. I don't think it works very much. So be careful, just to alert you about the heat wave, the heat stress, heat illness. Be careful, Western Australia and Central Northern Territory and Western Queensland, all the way through next week. So a little bit milder in the south and very hot Central Western Australia there. So be careful. Rainfall will be very active next 5 days in Queensland. So in the next 5 days, the Europeans more than 100 millimeters in parts of Queensland there. So be careful, and more showers there. Western Australia is more calm. The south is storm or two in Tasmania, some showers. Still some tropical downpours in parts of the north and northwestern Australia, northern Queensland especially. But especially be careful in Queensland. And any of this accumulation here could be storms. And storms in the spring could be severe with hail and wind and stuff, so be careful. So shows here throughout this week some stuff in Western Australia, in the north, especially in Queensland there. We'll have the cold front in Tasmania and Victoria and maybe South Australia Monday, tomorrow, be careful. But more continuing Queensland and Northern Territory throughout this week, especially the way Northern Territory and Queensland, so be careful throughout this next week there. Shows a system near New Zealand now, some rain. This goes more fronts later, but more like tropical showers near Samoa, Fiji, especially western, southwest, southeastern for French Polynesia and eastern French Polynesia later next week. Some stuff in the Cook Islands, so be careful. And we make more forecasts as well. And these are just models. They might change. Are precise forecasts. They are not. So shows the European shows more stuff in New Zealand, close to 100 millimeters in the next 5 days. Says Central New Zealand shows the Eastern French Polynesia close to 100, 175. So be careful there. More spots French Polynesia. Shows in Samoa some tropical moisture, frequent thunderstorms, especially in Tuvalu. Some more frequent, heavier storms there. Be careful. And the Samoa Islands, those more tropical-ish downpours, and more there northern Kiribati, Marshall Islands, Micronesia, those heavy downpours, and in Palau and southern Philippines, the GFS is even more like 120 millimeters in Palau, still in the system near the southern Philippines. So be careful. Shows more the Samoa Islands, New Caledonia, showers and storms as well. So yeah, be careful. The GFS is less in Queensland than the European, but you never know. So be careful there. We'll try to make more forecasts later next week, especially Wednesday and onwards. So yeah, be aware. But just to see something quick here for the Philippines. So shows the disturbance there. It goes the Europeans kind of a circulation forming there, but this goes leaves the heavy rain there, and it tries to reform near Trongsa in the South China Sea on the 21st, and it lingers there and kind of dissipates. So it is trying to form something in the South China Sea, but the immediate threat is the rains coming in the southern Philippines, especially throughout next week. So be careful in those areas. And stay safe. Check the links in the description for some warnings. But just one thing we didn't mention, the rain in India next 5 days. So shows more and more than 100 millimeters parts of eastern India during the next weeks. Says Sri Lanka too, some heavier tropical downpours. Shows more there through the eastern coast of India, more than 100 millimeters. Even Bangladesh, some rain there. And that small spot in northern Nepal is snow. So yeah, that's a probability too. And shows there in the Maldives some stormy weather frequently throughout this week, more than 100 millimeters. So be careful. And the the icon is more like in the middle of the ocean, but it does have more stuff later. And the GFS is more like ocean vibes too, but it's not showing much over India as the European, but it's showing more in the Andaman Islands, more than 100 millimeters. But just be aware in India there. So it shows that the disturbance is here. This goes. Luckily, no more cyclones in the southern Indian Ocean the next week or so, and but still shows some showers in some areas. So be aware. And in India, as you can see throughout this week, shows some systems there, even through Bangladesh later, some showers. So be careful in those areas and stay safe. So here.